I briefly mentioned that Elizabeth Clare Prophet has a tendency to appropriate concepts from other religions and cultures without seeming to have a full understanding of those concepts. This is something that I see happening all of the time in the Twin Flame Collective, particularly in regards to the specific topic. I myself have used these terms flippantly without true reverence or respect for the depths of their meaning, as a catch-all phrase. And it's definitely something that you have probably either heard used or used yourself. The terms karma and maybe not as much dharma. A lot of times those two things are disconnected in the collective, even though they are actually very important in regards to their relationship to one another. So from the origin story of the twin souls that she borrowed from Plato, indirectly probably, I don't know if she knew exactly that story from Plato, she then jumps to Christianity. We end up in the Garden of Eden at the fall of mankind, which she interprets as the point where twin flames first separated from each other, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because Adam and Eve left the garden together. The separation was from God, so to speak. So, little hazy there. But what she says after that is, but when harmony was lost through fear, mistrust, or a sense of separation from our source, we became the victims of our negative karma. Each incarnation, apart from our twin flame, was spent either creating negative karma or balancing some of the karma that stood in the way of our reunion. At times, we assumed various relationships with our twin flame, and here's where she puts in the husband, wife, mother, son, father, daughter thing that we talked about in the part where we discussed the homophobic aspects that are sort of inherent in her belief system. So you assume various relationships in order to unwind the negative strands of energy we had woven into our subconscious through our misuse of free will. So we're really mixing religions, we're mixing ideas. There's no context for karma. She doesn't really tell us why she's using that concept from Hinduism, but none of the other concepts from Hinduism. And the really baffling part about karma for me is at the end. She declares, the ascension is the culmination of lifetimes of the soul service to life. In order for the soul to attain this ultimate union with God, she must become one with her holy Christ self. She must balance, pay the debt for, at least 51% of her karma. And she must fulfill her mission on earth according to her divine plan. When your soul ascends back to God, you will become an ascended master, free from the round of karma and rebirth, and you will receive the crown of everlasting life. 51% is pretty specific. Like, how do you arrive at that number, Elizabeth? What are you talking about, hon?